got her pulled up a little bit so we can kind of walk around it together, check everything out. There's two little things on the exterior that I noticed, and so I'll definitely show you those. Other than that, I walked around this a few times before recording just to do my own inspection, kind of go over it with a fine-tooth comb, and it's really, really nice. So I will say, if anything's picking up on the front end here that looks like blemishes or whatever, it's just a bunch of bugs. They drove down here from Oregon, and so they collected a bunch of friends with them along the way. The first thing right here is going to be on the wheel, and it looks like a lot of times people will parallel park and they get a little bit too close to the wheel, so it kind of scratched it right there, but it's not any structural damage or anything like that, just a little surface scratch. I'll show you these tires too. Like the Grand Canyon, the tires, those things got like 90% tread left, and they're all 4 matching too, so they all have the same tread depth and everything. But yeah, super, super nice. No dents, dings, or scratches or anything on this side. There's a little tiny door ding on the other side, I'll show you. But this side looks really, really great. Go ahead and show you the trunk since I'm back here. And these little guys right here are all parking sensors, so you get those sensors all the way around. You do have a digital rear view mirror and then backup camera and everything as well with the different camera views. So one nice thing about these is they get these rubberized mats, and they actually go on the back of the seats, which you can see too. So that way if you're carrying cargo, you don't have to worry about scratching up the back of your seat. And you get tons of space in here with that 3rd row down. It's pretty crazy. One thing I like that Toyota does too is they give you an actual outlet back here. So, you know, a lot of the vehicles will have that 12 volt, which no one really uses anymore. JBL speaker, so you get the upgraded sound system. That's actually a sub, so it sounds really, really nice. And then there is a few blemishes, little scratches, I guess, on the inside right here, just from loading, you know, groceries or what have you in and out. And then a few right here as well. Must have had something a little bit bigger back there. Oh, come on, focus. And another nice thing that I like Toyota did, they put these little handles right here so you can grab those seats easy, even if you're shorter, doesn't really matter. And then see the position that they're in? This is like how a normal seat would be, but you can actually recline them all the way back. So you can even put taller people back here and you know, put the little ones in the front in the car seats, because they're a little bit easier to get in and out if you have little kids. And then yeah, same thing on this side too, reclines back, just pop that headrest up, and they make it super easy to go down too. All you do is grab that same lever and then push it forward. The headrest will automatically go down, so that way it doesn't hit on that front seat, just like that. And then I'll show you where that little ding that I found was. So it is right here, and you can't really see it when it's head on, but when you get close here, get my camera to pick it up, there we go. Oh, there's a shadow on it. So right there, real small ding. I would say, shoot, I don't even know, maybe like smaller than a dime, but it's definitely there, so I want to point that out. And I'll show you the back. These shades are also cool too. You can, I know this is not new technology, but something that I like Toyota has kept is those little shades for the back. And then you get a bunch of different levers here. So you get one lever right there, which will slide your seat forward. This one will actually fold it all the way flat. This one is gonna drop it down, and then this one will actually bring it forward and kind of give you an angle like that, so you can fit people in the back if you needed to. And then here, I'll show you these seats as well, so you can see they're real nice. And then if you want to fold it all the way flat, you'll just grab this lever. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed to the best of my ability, but grab that lever right there, and then they'll go all the way flat. And so then if you fold those ones, you can have basically a big truck bed back here, so pretty neat. And you got your own climate control back here. These captain's chairs are actually heated, and so that's what these buttons are right there. And then the temperature and everything, as well as you get another outlet back here, just like the back, and then a couple of USBs. So lots of charging, lots of cup holders too. Got a couple in the center here, and then you get 2 on each side in the backs here as well. And yeah, it's got all-weather floor mats throughout the whole thing too, so that's always a nice plus. No, they don't cost too much, but always nice to have. I spilled I was on my way to work one time and had a gallon of water. Luckily it was just water, not milk, but I had to slam on my brakes to get the red light, and it blew up all over the floor. And I have these same mats in my truck, and so it kept it all in there instead of just soaking through my floor, so pretty nice. And then try and get my shadow out of here, but you can see the interior on this thing is just immaculate. Get my shadow out of there. And the wood grain and everything that they did looks real modern, and yeah, I really like what they did with these. Let me jump in the driver's seat too, I'll show you that side. Go ahead and turn it on for you. And then one cool thing too, if you have it locked, you can actually just leave the key in your pocket, and when you come up to the car, you stick your hand in it and it'll automatically unlock. And then to lock it, see these little serrations right there? You'll just, it's not like a button, but it's a sensor, so you hover your finger over that and then it'll lock. So that way if you have your hands full, just keep your keys in your pocket. Does have the blind spot monitor, so that's what that little guy is right there. It'll light up orange if you have someone in your blind spot. Then you get 2 driver memory functions, save settings, and that was a mouthful. I feel like I could have said that simpler. Oh, there is a little scuff. I didn't catch that the first time. Oh wait, or is that a scuff or is that sunlight? Oh, never mind. I'm like, I didn't see that the first time. It's a shadow and it's sunlight right there. And yeah, I know some of this stuff, like it might look like a scuff or whatever, but you can see that it's just a weird shadow right there. So I'll definitely point out anything that I see for you. But yeah, interior is stinking immaculate. Go ahead and turn it on. They always turn on and start in hybrid mode, so it's not like there's much you can hear, but just so you can at least see there's nothing going on here. No check engine lights or anything stupid. Right here you got your heated steering wheel. This is actually heated windshield wipers. That's for your outlets to turn those on. Your trunk release, headlights. And then you got right here your adaptive cruise, which will allow you to pace the vehicles in front of you. And so that way you don't have to use the brake and the gas when you're on the freeway. And your lane centering right there too, so it'll kind of help you stay in between the lines there. I got to turn the air on in here, it's a little bit warm. They got the rear on, but not the front. There we go, sorry about that. It's a little bit toasty. I was wearing my jacket because it was like 50 this morning, but it's getting a little warm now. My video chopped off, so sorry about that. But yeah, heated seats and cooled seats in both driver and passenger side. And then yeah, you can adjust your rear climate control, front climate control, and it is dual as well. And then coming down here, got a bunch of USBs, and there's a 12 volt in here as well as in the center console, which I'll show you. And one of my favorite things about this is in the center console, this thing slides back and you get a wireless charger right there. So you can turn that on, charge your phone, and then you don't lose any storage because you can pop that up, and got a huge storage cubby down here. And that thing is like ginormous, crazy deep. And then your other 12 volts right there as well. A few different things too that are cool. All your different drive modes are right here, so you just toggle that up and down and they'll pop up right here on the screen. Normal, Eco, Sport, as well as you have an EV mode and a trail mode. So fuel economy, basically if you're just trying to go for gas mileage, or if you're camping, you know, taking it on a gravel road, off on a trail. And so one of my other favorite features is the auto hold, which allows you to, when you come to a complete stop, you can actually take your foot completely off the brake and it'll hold you stopped until you hit the accelerator. So that's nice, you know, if you're stuck in traffic or at a drive-through, whatever, where, you know, you don't want to put it in park, but you kind of, it's more comfortable to not sit there with your foot on the brake. So it works out real good. Does have a digital display, rear view mirror camera, as well as you get the 360 view cameras on here. So pretty cool. You can see right there, it's showing me there's cars right next to me. The red line is where your trunk will open, so you can see exactly where that's at, so you don't hit a tree or, you know, a wall or something if you're backed into somewhere. And then as you turn the wheel too, it'll actually show you the exact trajectory. Sorry, I got a bunch of glares on there, but it'll show you the exact trajectory of where you're turning. So pretty nice. And then you can change the camera view as well by clicking this little guy there. It'll show you a different view. So pretty cool. I think that's about it. Can't really think of anything else. If you have any questions, just feel free and let me know. Oh, almost forgot the coolest thing, or one of the coolest things, the full panel sunroof. And that'll slide all the way back. Crazy, crazy big. And then you can actually just open it like a regular sunroof too if you want to, you know. But yeah, pretty sweet. You also get a sunglass holder and then a little mirror, so if you have little ones in the back, you can check on what they're doing, tell them stop fighting with each other. And yeah, the JBL audio all in the front and rear, so you get that nice speaker system. And then one of my favorite things also is they put heads-up display on here, so it looks like it's flashing on my phone for whatever reason, how the camera picks it up, but in real life it's solid. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You can put like your speed on there, so if you have a heavy foot, you'll know, you know, when you're going above the speed limit, or if you're going outside the lines, you know what your fuel economy is. You can put tons of different information there that you want to see, so that way you can keep your eyes on the road instead of having to look down, you know, at the screen or your speed and stuff like that. So yeah, really nice rig. Let me know if you have any additional questions. Otherwise, looking forward to chatting with you soon.